I'm Ian Martin, and I'm not an aspiring multimedia journalist. I already am a multimedia journalist. My experience ranges from minor league broadcasting to print coverage of Big Ten basketball, from reporting on a plethora of Hawkeye sports and news on Daily Iowan TV to producing and anchoring countless sportscasts. Regardless of resume, though, just know that my love is telling the untold, even if a package requires pedantic research or a sleepless night. One last thing, I promise all that facial hair in some of my clips was just a college phase. Thanks for taking the time to view my reel.
We played together when we were 14, 15, 16, 17, all the way up.
Despite being from Georgia towns more than 200 miles away, Caleb Cowherd and Chevy Clark know one another well. The two played together in the summers for the East Cobb Astros in a league equivalent to American Legion baseball. Then, during the 2010 MLB draft, the duo were taken 12 picks apart in the first round by the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
It was really cool. I remember calling him right after the draft.
Well, first thing we said was, are you going to sign?
Good stuff. Should I sign?
It was like, yeah, we're going to sign.
Now, after the better part of 2 years spent at different minor league clubs, the Southern boys are reunited in Cedar Rapids, a much different, much more Midwestern town. But the two say where they play won't affect their play, especially because the Colonel's newest third baseman and center fielder know they're lucky to still have a piece of home with them.
I mean, that doesn't happen much. To get drafted by the same team in the same round, it doesn't happen much. And that was a big opportunity for us to just go through the system together.
As for the future of the pair, Colonel's manager and former big leaguer Jamie Burke says he wouldn't be surprised if the pair are gone by the end of the season, called up to the higher levels together. Ian Martin, Daily Iowan TV Sports. Here at the Iowa Memorial Union on Monday morning, students came as early as 6:30 just to get a seat in a line so they can maybe get a seat to see President Obama. But there were plenty of student tickets to go around, and after a draft lottery that left many students without a seat in 2010, it appears that students will be the majority of the crowd on Wednesday. Junior Al Brown was one of the 10,000 plus that applied for just 750 tickets the last time the president came.
I guess I had submitted my name in the lottery, but unfortunately I didn't win. And now I think I have a pretty good chance.
Scholars like Al were the majority of those waiting for tickets at midday on Monday in the IMU, in a line that stretched around the Union and around the block. The mob all received passes to the president's Wednesday address, though, which will be held in the same location as his 2010 speech at the UI Fieldhouse. Obama wants to talk to students specifically about his opposition to a proposed bill by Congress that would increase student loan rates. And by making more tickets available than the last time and simply handing them out instead of holding a lottery, it seems students are more interested in attending in 2012.
Not too many chances you get to see the President of the United States speak, so even though if you don't believe, or if you don't support what he says, you should probably see him speak. It is the President.
Ian Martin, Daily Iowan TV. This is not the key to this apartment building. And these, just a simple dime and penny. But all three of them will easily gain you access if you just stick it in the slot and open the door. Usually, these apartment buildings do lock. But how well they lock is a different story. It would seem the Iowa City Housing Code on doors is simple, just that every door, door hinge, and door latch, and door lock have to be maintained in a good and functional condition. Or, as one city official puts it in layman's terms,
Iowa City doesn't have a requirement that buildings are what we would call quote-unquote secure buildings. We're not. If the system is there, if the past code system is there, it has to work, it has to be operational.
But since the building's locks do technically lock some people out, it's a legal gray area for Iowa City.
we're not going to try and defeat the system when we go out there, but if it's something that we yank on that door and the door comes open, you know, that's an issue for us.
Popular apartment complexes, the Three Towers, the Pink Palace, as well as the Main Street apartment complex are just some of the notable easy-to-open buildings in Iowa City. And while they do have entry cameras, the tapes are rewound and erased frequently. Whether late-night revelers in adjacent shops or just general foot traffic, these buildings are, for all intents and purposes, unlocked at all times, their locks neutralized by everyday items. Ian Martin, Daily Iowan TV.